What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So somebody in my live stream today asked me a really interesting question, and it was more towards long-term positions. And when I talk about crypto, a lot of times you hear me talk about the potential and where this can go in the next, few months, the next year. And technically that's long term, but some people consider that short term. And sometimes I consider it short term as well. Most of the time I consider it short term, unless we're referring to taxes, because then if we're over a year, you get that tax benefit, long term capital gains tax rather than short term capital gains tax. And depending where you live, that could be a huge difference. Either way, it's a big difference, but it could be even bigger if you live in some places of the US. But I wanted to talk about this because somebody asked me, hey, what other long-term positions are you into and why? And really, it was kind of referring to anything besides CRO. And CRO is my main long-term position. And I said, look, if nothing really offers a dividend or nothing really offers some sort of APY or anything, I don't ever look at it as a long-term position. I look at it as a short-term play, a short-term mindset to where I'm looking for gains out of it, which most people are looking for gains out of it. And I'll tell you why in this whole thing. We're going to go through my entire, not CRO portfolio, but we're going to go through my plan for CRO and, basically break down why I'm deciding to do something like that with positions that give you that APY or with CRO over anything else. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at PerryAK, you can follow me there. I want to take this time to thank people who did show up to the live stream, because I know I had 2 live streams today because I had to take the kids to daycare. So I had to split it in between and take an hour in between to take them. So thank you for showing up. Whoever showed up to both, whoever showed up to either one, I appreciate you guys. And whoever asked this question, I don't know who it was. I forgot. But basically, like I said, they asked about long-term positions. Now, again, when I think of a long-term position, the reason why I don't have many of them is because I'm always looking for some sort of passive income, right? With the crypto market, it's difficult and different than the stock market, right? Stock market, you can have continuous growth, and throughout the next 10 years, you can see this steadily grow up. The crypto market, we haven't had that much time of history, right? We have a lot of history of different companies, but longer than I've been born, than I've lived on this earth, right? But when we talk about cryptocurrency, it's a different story because things go up, a crazy amount, and they drop 90%, right? In the downturn, they drop 90% versus different stocks that may drop a total of possibly 50%. But every time they're dropping 90, 80, this time we've seen as low as 75%. So with a lot of crypto, until that changes, I'm not doing that. I'm not looking for a long-term position, because long-term positions may give you a slight gain throughout time, right? 90, 80, 75%. It gets higher and higher as it goes up and as it goes on throughout time. But the problem is that it drops so much that you're losing a lot of your gains, especially if you're investing not just at the bottom, you're investing closer to the bottom, so you have some room from where you invested to the bottom. So that's definitely an issue. So that's why I don't have many of those positions. But CRO is a position that I truly believe in for the long term. And the reason why is because of the APY. Now, that could go away. It could be something that goes away in the next couple of months, and then my strategy completely changes, which has happened before. So let's talk about this. Let's show you what Kronos is, and I'll also go into crypto.com a little bit to show you just some pieces as to what I look at when it comes to those positions. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. CRO is currently at 11 cents. Now, this is a buy range for CRO. It's down about 6%. Anytime things are down, I look at them as a buy opportunity. You can see here that you have 25 billion, total supply or circulating supply. You have volume, pretty decent volume. Market cap's at 2.7, right? Now, people will say about CRO that I just want to hold on to this until it goes to $100. Well, that's not the idea, right? For me, the idea is to collect passive income until you get to a certain point to where you don't want to keep a lot in one spot, right? If you have CRO and you end up having, $2 million worth or $3 million worth or whatever by the time it reaches a certain point, then it really doesn't make sense for you to hold on to all of that, right? If I'm holding, let's say 100,000, or I'm holding 1 million CRO tokens, and it goes to $3. Well, that's $3 million. Do I want to hold $3 million in there, even though I am gaining a passive income, of 12%? No, I want to take out a portion of it, right? So it's going to be 1 million that I keep in there, 2 million that I take out and put into other places. But the purpose of this position is to gain you a passive income throughout time. And that's if they offer it. So for me, when I get into my strategy, I hold 63,000 CRO, which I don't know what it's worth right now in dollars. Let's just say it's worth $10,000, right? I'm holding that much in order to gain a passive income. And what I'm doing, I'm staking it over in the DeFi wallet. So if you go here and you'll see the DeFi wallet. The DeFi wallet for me, at least some people are having problems. It gives me 10 to 12%. I'm gaining 12% right now. So basically right now I have 141 CRO that's sitting in there that I gain. Now what I would do with that 141 is either restake it or collect it as a passive income. And right now, I want to be able to capture 100,000 so that after I capture 100,000 CRO, that's when I will start collecting that passive income and continuing to convert it to a stable coin or convert it to something to where it's pinned to the dollar. But basically, even if I get up to $100,000 worth, because that would be 100,000 and it gets to $1, that would be $100,000 worth. I would still want to collect that passive income every single day or every single week or whenever I want to capture it, right? So that's really my plan. It's not complicated at all. And that's the reason why I'm moving on crypto.com this way, or CRO this way, because it's the only one right now that's offering you this high of a percentage on basically an unlimited amount at this point. It could change. It could change next week. It could change the next week after that. I've had plans with CRO on the main website on just crypto.com exchange and going through crypto earn. But now I'm going through the DeFi wallet because it's giving me a higher percentage. And over on crypto.com, they're not giving me that high percentage. So that's basically my breakdown. It's a complete plan. What I want to hold 100,000 coins, and I will collect the passive income pretty much forever, right? If I spend $10,000 and it grows to a massive amount, and I'm able to collect $10,000 plus whatever my profit will be in the end, if they decide to cancel the APY and all that stuff, I'm going to gain that, the increased amount, plus whatever I gained in the APY over time. So that's my plan for CRO. Hopefully it wasn't complicated as I explained it, but basically I'm not looking for gains. I'm looking for passive income. And that's the only way that I would invest in any cryptocurrency long term, is if I gain some sort of passive income. I do the same thing with stocks. Long term, I'm looking for a dividend. Long term, I'm looking for something that they're going to pay me because it doesn't make sense to just hold it. You're not getting anything out of it by just holding it, right? Things can fluctuate like crazy, and you see how far the crypto market has fallen. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one.